of purpose and chart a course worthy of our people's hopes. 2025 is a year that asks and demands more of us.
Thank you. Please be seated.
The world feels unsettled. The old order no longer certain. The new one not yet defined. Across regions, we see rising contestation of growing uncertainty. These crosswinds test not only our economies, but our collective resolve to keep faith in cooperation, to believe that understanding and
Your Majesty, heads of state and government of ASEAN and
This question is very
Timor-Leste,
relevant to
heads
me.
of state and government
So
of
how do I
guests,
transition
Your
from my
Excellencies,
role or
distinguished
change my role?
guests, ladies
Hi,
and gentlemen.
I'm Kimberly Lim. I'm the head of
Welcome
product
to the
operations
opening
at
ceremony of the 47th ASEAN Summit,
Reason
held
still
under the
bind
theme of
us
Malaysia's
together.
ASEAN chairmanship
Later this
for
morning, when Cambodia
2025
and Thailand signed their peace
and
agreement here in Kuala
sustainability.
Lumpur, the world will see that conviction can achieve. It reminds us that reconciliation is not a concession, but an act of courage, and that peace, once chosen, can reshape the future of nations. Thank you, Prime Minister Thailand and Prime Minister Cambodia.
Can reshape the future of nations. Thank you.
The ASEAN Community Vision
Thailand
2045,
and Prime Minister Cambodia.
adopted here in May, speaks of who we aspire
The
to
ASEAN
be
Community Vision
and challenges
2045,
us to make
adopted
these
here in May,
aspirations real.
speaks
It calls
of
us,
who we aspire to
calls
be
on us
and
to strengthen
challenges
ASEAN's
us
unity
to make
and
these aspirations
sincerity.
real.
The
It calls
pursue
us
growth that is both
calls
resilient
on
and
us
fair,
to strengthen
and to
ASEAN's
safeguard
unity
the welfare
and
of generations to
centrality,
come.
to pursue
Timor-Leste's
growth that is both
historic admission
resilient
into
and
ASEAN
fair,
today
and to
gives new
safeguard
meaning
the
to that
welfare of
vision.
generations to come.
Congratulations again.
Timor-Leste's historic admission into
President
ASEAN
Ramos
today
Horta,
gives new meaning
Prime
to that
Minister
vision.
Zanana Gusmao.
Congratulations again
Its place here completes
to
the
President
ASEAN
Ramos
family,
Horta,
reaffirming
Prime Minister Zanana
our shared
Gusmao.
destiny and deep sense
Its
of
place
regional
here
kinship.
completes the
Within
ASEAN
this
family,
community,
reaffirming
Timor-Leste's
our shared
development and
destiny
strategic
and deep
autonomy
sense
will find
of
firm
regional
and lasting
kinship.
support.
Within this
Your Majesty,
community,
Excellencies,
Timor-Leste's
distinguished guests,
development and its strategic
Chair, this
autonomy
year,
will find
I
firm
want first
and lasting
to
support.
recognize
Your Majesty,
support,
Excellencies, distinguished
understanding
guests,
of my colleagues, the leaders
as Chair
of
this
ASEAN.
year, I ought first
Through that,
to
we are able to
recognize
realign our
the support,
priorities,
understanding of my
keep
colleagues, the leaders of
association
ASEAN.
resilient, relevant, and responsive
Through that,
to
we are
the
able to
time.
realign our
Together with
priorities
fellow member states,
to keep
we have
the
worked to
association
foster the
resilient,
conditions
relevant,
for
and
peace
responsive
in Myanmar.
to
We
the
know this
times.
requires
Together
patience
with
and
fellow member
persistence
states,
and
we have
an
worked
honest
to foster the
appreciation
conditions
of the
for
realities
peace
on the
in
ground.
Myanmar. We know
Guided
this
by the
requires
five-point
patience and
consensus,
persistence
ASEAN
and
has
an honest
drawn
appreciation
every
of the
available
realities
channel
on the ground.
and partner to
Guided by
reduce
the
violence
five-point
and
consensus,
ease the humanitarian
ASEAN
crisis.
has drawn on
But
every
lasting peace
available
cannot
channel
be imposed.
and
It
partner
must
to
be
reduce violence
Myanmar-owned
and ease the
Myanmar-led.
humanitarian
Only
crisis.
then
But lasting peace cannot be imposed.
Endure.
It must be Myanmar-owned
peace and
and
prosperity that ASEAN has
Myanmar-led.
enjoyed for
Only
nearly
then
6 decades
will the
are not
reconciliation
self-sustaining.
endure.
They must be renewed
The
through
relative peace and prosperity
and
that ASEAN has
strengthened by
enjoyed for
shared
nearly
purpose.
6 decades
That is
are
why
not
ASEAN is
self-sustaining.
deepening
They must be
economic
renewed
linkages,
through cooperation
widening trade,
and strengthened
and
by
enhancing
shared
competitiveness.
purpose. That is
The
why
upgrade of
ASEAN is
the
deepening
ASEAN
economic
trade in goods
linkages,
agreement
widening
we launched
trade,
at this
and
summit
enhancing
will create
competitiveness.
a more seamless
The upgrade
regional market,
of the
unlock
ASEAN
scale,
Trade in Goods
efficiency,
Agreement
and
to be launched at this
opportunities
summit
for
will
businesses
create
and
a
workers
more
alike.
seamless regional
We are also
market,
advancing
unlocking scale,
the
efficiency,
ASEAN
and
power
opportunity for our businesses
APG
and workers
financing
alike.
facility will help
We are also
bridge funding
advancing
gaps and accelerate
the
our
ASEAN Power
transition
Grid.
towards cleaner,
The new
more
APG
secure
financing facility
energy.
will help bridge
In parallel,
funding
we are
gaps
moving
and
forward
accelerate
on the
our
ASEAN Blue
transition
Economic
towards
Framework
cleaner,
and the regional
more
electric
secure
vehicle
energy.
ecosystem,
In
building
parallel,
the
we are moving
foundations
forward
for sustainable
on the ASEAN Blue
industry
Economic
and green
Framework
growth.
and the
With
regional
ASEAN's
electric
digital
vehicle
economy
ecosystem,
expected to double
building the
to
foundations of sustainable
$2 trillion
industry
by
and
2030.
green growth.
We have agreed
With
to
ASEAN's
fast-track
digital
the ASEAN
economy
Digital
expected
Economic
to
Framework
double
Agreement
to
by 2026.
$2 trillion
To
by
ensure technology
2030,
remains
we have
our
agreed
servant,
to fast-track the
not
ASEAN
our
Digital
master.
Economic
We
Framework
will establish
Agreement
the
by
ASEAN
2026.
safety
And to
network,
ensure technology
AI
remains our
safe,
servant,
to embed
not
ethics,
our master,
safety,
we will establish
and
the
sound
ASEAN
governance in the
AI
use of
safety
artificial
network,
intelligence.
AI Safe,
to embed
Excellencies,
ethics,
ladies and gentlemen,
safety,
rising
and sound
protectionism
governance
and shifting
in the use
supply
of
chains
artificial
remind us
intelligence.
that resilience depends
Excellencies,
on
ladies and
adaptability.
gentlemen, rising protectionism and shifting supply chains remind us that resilience depends on adaptability. ASEAN must not stand still. We must have the courage to forge new partnerships and the foresight to deepen existing ones. In that spirit, we hosted the second ASEAN GCC and the ASEAN GCC China summits earlier this year. Tomorrow, we convene the 5th RCEP Leaders Summit, advancing the world's largest free trade area toward its full potential. We also welcome again Brazil and South Africa, guests of the chair, to the 20th East Asia Summit, an important step in widening ASEAN's engagement with the BRICS and the G20 and strengthening our bridge to the global south. The future of ASEAN will not be written by circumstance. It will be written by choice, by the choices we make today. On that note, Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor on behalf of the peoples of Malaysia to declare open
Thank
the
you, Dato' Sri.
47th ASEAN
May we request
Summit
that you kindly step
and
forward to the center
related
of the stage
summits.
for the
Terima
next part
kasih.
of our program.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dato' Sri. May we request that you kindly step forward to the center of the stage for the next part of our program. The ASEAN Prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony.
The ASEAN Prize is the region's premier award honoring outstanding individuals or organizations for their inspiring contributions to building a stronger ASEAN community.
This award, initiated by the ASEAN member states, is supported by Temasek Foundation of Singapore and Yayasan Hasanah of Malaysia. We now invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Hon, Secretary General of ASEAN, to accompany Dato' Sri on stage for the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony. Distinguished guests, we are pleased to announce the winner of this year's ASEAN Prize is... Distinguished guests, we are pleased to announce the winner of this year's ASEAN Prize is Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia. Congratulations!
May I now invite Her Excellency Dam Darini, Vice President of the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia, to head on stage to receive the ASEAN Prize Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, founded in 1978, the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia is the nation's largest youth organization with over 300,000 members dedicated to volunteerism and national development.
Today, UYFC continues to promote cultural pride, ASEAN solidarity, and global friendship, nurturing a new generation devoted to unity and service to their nation.
Once again, a big round of applause. Congratulations to the Union of Youth Federations, Cambodia.
Thank you, Excellency Hun Mani and Excellency Secretary General of ASEAN. You may kindly return to your seats. Dato' Sri, once again, you are requested to remain on stage for our next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now wish to invite all ASEAN leaders and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to proceed on stage for the signing ceremony of the Declaration on the admission of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste into the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN.
will begin with the Prime
Your
Minister
Majesty,
of Malaysia,
Excellencies,
Chair of
distinguished
ASEAN.
delegates, ladies and gentlemen. The signing ceremony will begin with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Chair of ASEAN.
Next, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Next, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
His Majesty the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Indonesia.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of Laos People's Democratic Republic. His Excellency the Prime Minister of Laos People's Democratic Republic.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore. His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand. His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
His Excellency the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar. His Excellency the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. And His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
With the spirit of solidarity in the air, thank you, Your Majesty and Your Excellencies. With the spirit of solidarity in the air, thank you, Your Majesty and Your Excellencies. We now invite all our ASEAN leaders to please move forward to the center of the stage for a photo opportunity. We are humbled and proud to be a part of history in the making. Members of the media, this is your first photo moment. We are humbled and proud to be a part of history in the making. Members of the media, This is your first photo moment. In 3,
Next
2,
is the customary
1.
handshake. The ASEAN way, please. Right hand over left.
Next is the customary handshake.
For a second
The
photo moment.
ASEAN way, please.
3,
Right hand
2,
over left.
1.
For a second photo moment.
Thank you, Your Excellencies.
3,
May I now
2,
invite all ASEAN
1.
leaders and permanent secretary to take 3 steps forward to the center of the stage.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. May I now invite all ASEAN leaders and
Next,
permanent
distinguished
secretary
guests,
to
may I
take 3
now
steps
invite
forward to the
all
center of the
guests
stage.
chair on the stage for a photo opportunity. Next, distinguished guests, may I now invite all guests of the chair on the stage for a photo opportunity. Please welcome the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil,
The President of the European Council.
the President of
Please
Republic
welcome the
South
President of the
Africa,
Federative Republic
The
of
Prime
Brazil,
Minister of Canada.
The President of the European Council.
the President of Republic
And
of
last but not
South
least, the
Africa,
United Nations
The Prime Minister of
Secretary General.
Canada.
the
And for
President of the
this
Democratic
official photo,
Republic of
we shall do it
Timor-Leste.
the
And last
ASEAN
but not
way.
least, the
Right
United
hand
Nations
over left.
Secretary General.
In solidarity.
And for this official photo, we shall do it the ASEAN way. Right hand over left.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in
let there be
solidarity.
peace and harmony. A big round of applause. Your photo moment in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1.
let there be peace and harmony. A big round of
Thank you,
applause.
Excellencies. You may
Your photo
kindly
moment in
return
3,
to your seats.
2,
And once
1.
again, may I now invite the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Thank you,
as well as the
Excellencies.
President
You may
and the
kindly
Prime Minister
return to
of
your
the Democratic
seats.
Republic of Timor-Leste
And once again, may
to
I now
remain
invite the Prime
on
Minister of
stage.
Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to remain on stage.
Once again, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
Once again, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste on the stage. An emotional moment, ladies and gentlemen. We would now like to invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Hoon, Secretary General of ASEAN, to once again proceed to the stage to receive the signed declaration from the Honorable Prime Minister
Next, we
of
would like to
Malaysia.
invite the Honourable Prime Minister to hand over the signed declaration to the Secretary General.
Next, we would
of
like to
ASEAN.
invite the Honorable Prime Minister to hand over the signed declaration to the Secretary General of
Thank you,
ASEAN.
Honorable Prime Minister.
A big round of applause.
The moment
Thank
we've
you,
been
Honorable
waiting
Prime
for.
Minister.
It is time to officially place the Timor-Leste flag onto
And
the
now,
stage,
the
joining
moment
other
we've been
flags
waiting
of
for.
ASEAN
It
member
is
states.
time to officially place the Timor-Leste flag onto the stage, joining the other flags of ASEAN member states.
Distinguished guests, it is now official. Timor-Leste is the 11th member of ASEAN.
Distinguished guests, it is now
To the
official.
Honourable Prime
Timor-Leste
Minister,
is the
please remain on
11th
stage.
member of
Meanwhile, Honourable Prime
ASEAN.
Minister of Malaysia and Your Excellencies.
To
you
the
may
Honorable
return
Prime
to your
Minister,
seats.
please remain
Our
on
Honourable Prime Minister
stage.
of Timor-Leste,
Meanwhile,
please
Honorable
remain on
Prime Minister of
stage.
Malaysia and Your Excellencies, you may return to your seats. Our Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, please
Kepada
remain on stage.
Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia, to the Honourable Prime Minister of Malaysia, and to Your Excellency, we would like to
Kepada
invite you back to your seats.
Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia, to the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, and to Your
Distinguished guests,
Excellency,
this is
we would like to
truly a
invite you
milestone
back
moment for the
to your
Democratic
seat.
Republic of Timor-Leste. And on that note, it is now our honor to welcome
Distinguished
the
guests, this
Honourable
is truly a
Kairala
milestone
Shanana
moment for the
Gusmao,
Democratic
Prime Minister
Republic of
to
Timor-Leste.
deliver his
And on that note,
remarks
it is
as the
now our
11th
honor to
member
welcome
of
the Honorable
ASEAN.
Kairala Shanana Gusmao, Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, to deliver his remarks as the 11th member of ASEAN.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, Chair of ASEAN, Excellencies, Your Majesty, ASEAN leaders, Your Excellencies, Chair of ASEAN, Excellencies, ASEAN leaders, Excellency the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste, Excellency, the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste, Excellency, Excellency, of the European Union, Secretary General of the United Nations, Brazil, Excellency, President of the European Union, Excellency, President of Brazil, Excellency, the President of our Republic, South Excellency, guest Africa, of the Chair, South Africa, National Parliament, the members of the Excellency, National guest Parliament of the Chair, National Excellency, Parliament, General of ASEAN, distinguished the members of the colleagues, National ladies and Parliament gentlemen.
of
Timor-Leste here, Excellency, Secretary General of ASEAN, History is distinguished made.
colleagues, ladies and gentlemen.
Timor-Leste has been admitted as
Today,
the 11th member
History is made.
of ASEAN.
Timor-Leste has been
For the people
admitted
of Timor-Leste,
as the
this
11th
is not
member
only a dream
state
realized,
of ASEAN.
but a powerful affirmation
For the
of
people
our
of
journey,
Timor-Leste, this is not only a dream realized,
marked by determination and hope.
but a powerful affirmation
It
of
is
our
the
journey,
continuation of a vision that
when
truly unites
marked
the
by
family of
resilience,
nations,
determination,
bound
and hope.
together by shared values,
For ASEAN,
common
it is the
aspirations,
continuation of a
and
vision,
collective destiny.
a truly united family
On
of
behalf
nations,
of the government and people
bound
of Timor-Leste,
together by shared
extend
values,
our deepest
common
gratitude
aspirations,
to all
and collective
ASEAN member
destiny.
states, to the ASEAN
On
share,
behalf of the government and people of Timor-Leste, I extend our deepest gratitude to all ASEAN member states,
and
to the ASEAN share, the ASEAN Secretariat, and our dialogue partners. Your trust, encouragement, and unwavering solidarity have made this historic day possible.
We have prepared
Our path to membership has been long and purposeful.
Our readiness.
Since we applied in 2011, we have prepared our institutions, reformed our policies, and strengthened our
Our
readiness,
session is a
guided
testament
by the wisdom,
to the spirit of our
support,
people, a young
and passions
democracy,
of ASEAN
full
and its
of
partners.
struggle.
Our session is a testament to the spirit of our people,
collaboration and growth
a young
within
democracy,
one of the world's
born from struggle. Now, embracing a new era of
dynamic
collaboration and growth within
Today,
one of the world's
ASEAN reaffirms
most
its
dynamic
vitality
regions.
and its
Today,
inclusivity.
ASEAN reaffirms its vitality,
Joins with
and its
humility
inclusivity.
and with pride.
Timor-Leste joins with humility
Embracing the
and
core
with
values of
pride,
ASEAN. Mutual
fully
respect,
embracing the core values of ASEAN,
cooperation, unity,
mutual
diversity,
respect,
and regional
peaceful
solidarity.
cooperation,
We
unity
see
in
ASEAN
diversity,
membership as both
and
as
regional
natural
solidarity.
affiliation,
We see ASEAN membership as both as
geography,
natural affiliation,
a strategic imperative
rooted in our
for
culture and
nation's
geography,
future.
and a
Timor-Leste
strategic
enters
imperative
ASEAN with
for
full
our
commitment
nation's
to
future.
each charter.
Timor-Leste enters
Ready
ASEAN
to be a
with full
constructive,
commitment
peaceful,
to each
and
charter,
devoted member.
ready to be a
We
constructive,
pledge to work with all
peaceful,
member states
and
to keep our
devoted member.
region peaceful
We pledge
open,
to work with
and
all
prosperous,
member states to keep
and to
our
be part
region
of efforts
peaceful,
to build resilience,
open, and
deepen
prosperous,
unity,
and to be
and
part of
ensure
efforts
that
to
no
build
one
resilience,
is left
deepen
behind.
unity, and ensure that no
Timor-Leste,
one is left
This new
behind.
beginning brings immense opportunities.
For Timor-Leste,
Investment,
this new beginning
education,
brings immense
and
opportunities
economy.
in trade,
We are ready to
investment,
learn education, and the digital economy. We are ready to learn, to innovate, and to uphold good governance, strengthening our institutions as we work together toward sustainable development. This is not the end of a journey. This is the beginning of an inspiring new chapter. Together, we will advance the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, a peaceful, prosperous, resilient, and people-centered ASEAN, with Timor-Leste as an active contributor. On this day of pride and celebration, I speak not only as the Prime Minister on behalf of the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste and all Timorese people, but now as a fellow member of ASEAN family.
And thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, for those insightful remarks, please.
And thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, for those insightful remarks, please. We'd like to invite you back to your seats.
Once again, congratulations, the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, for their inclusion into ASEAN today.
Timor-Leste, welcome to the ASEAN
ladies and
family.
gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
To present a performance by Malaysia's renowned
Ladies and gentlemen,
performer,
we are now
Miss
so
Elena Murang.
pleased to present a performance by Malaysia's renowned Sape performer, Miss Elena Murang.
Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand, of the United States of the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and the President of the United States of America.
Well, this is so exciting. Because we did something that a lot of people said couldn't be done.
Well, this is so exciting.
Maybe
we did something that a lot of people said couldn't be done, and we saved maybe millions of lives on this one-piece deal itself. And I'll tell you what makes me so happy is the two countries we're dealing with, and the third that helped so much. I appreciate so much. Maybe it couldn't have been done without you, but they really. I'm not used to that when I do these deals. Usually there's a lot of hatred. They like each other, so it made it a little bit easier. But millions of people are alive today because of this peace treaty. So before I begin, I want to extend our deepest condolences to the Prime Minister, Anwar, as well as His Majesty, the King of Thailand, and the entire nation on the passing of Her Majesty, Queen Sirikhet, the Queen Mother, and a beautiful, incredible woman who is so respected. All over the world, actually respected. I know the people of Thailand will remember her forever as the embodiment of dignity, kindness, and grace. This just happened. But this is a woman who is so loved and respected. Today we honor the memory by bringing the blessing of peace to the nation she dearly loved. She loved this nation like few people love their nations. This is a momentous day for all of the people of Southeast Asia as we sign a historic agreement to end the military conflict between Cambodia and Thailand. And we're so honored to be involved in that. It's so important to me. Two great countries, but they were going at it. I want to congratulate the two courageous leaders, and that's what they are. They were courageous. We're taking this monumental step. Prime Minister Hun Manet and Prime Minister Anut. I also want to thank Prime Minister Anwar of Malaysia. I called him right at the beginning and I said, you know, you have two countries that are fighting right next to you. We need a third place. We need a sort of a neutral place, right? And he was there, and I said to him, you know, if we get this solved, I'm coming to your country. And I told the truth, didn't I? A lot of times they say that, and that's the last you ever see. But I felt I had an obligation to come because you were so great, and the two men alongside of you are so great. Historic figures now, really historic figures. So I felt it was an obligation I had. I told it to you. That was about a year ago. And all of this has taken place. It's been so beautiful to see. It had started, and there was a lot of killing. And then we got it stopped very quick in this case. Some we did in 32 years. Took 32 years to get them stopped. They were fighting for a long time. This was very nasty, but it was stopped very quickly before it started. And the two leaders have great respect for each other. But the Prime Minister played an important role in helping convene the two sides for discussions here in Kuala Lumpur. Earlier this year, an armed clash broke out along the border of these two countries. Really ancient countries by most standards. They've been a long time, tremendous cultures, resulting in numerous deaths and thousands of people displaced from their homes. It was starting because of America's strong to stability and peace in this region and every region where we can do it. My administration immediately began working to prevent the conflict from escalating. I held phone calls with both leaders. I was actually at Turnberry in Scotland.
Three of us and then
the
four of us. We had a
lot of phone calls. The
beautiful day.
Three of us and then the four of us. We had a lot of phone calls.
Turnberry is a great place.
It was a beautiful day. I remember how beautiful it was.
So we sat there all day
Turnberry is a great place, but I said this is much more important than playing around the Gulf.
Very quickly.
So we sat there all day long making phone calls, and it was amazing the way it together very quickly.
This is much more fun
very
for me
quickly. You caused me very good entertainment. I could have had a lot of fun, but this is much more fun for me than anything having to do with almost anything, because you're saving people and saving countries. But ask them to choose the path of prosperity and peace over needless bloodshed and war. At the end of July, after extremely productive discussions, we reached a ceasefire agreement. And now these gentlemen, and they really are gentlemen, high-quality people.
These gentlemen are about to sign what
both went to college in the United States, and now these gentlemen are about to sign what we're calling the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accords. Good name. Both countries are agreeing to cease all hostilities and work to build good neighborly relationships, which they've already started. 18 Cambodian prisoners of war will be released, and under this agreement, observers from ASEAN countries, including Malaysia, will be deployed to make sure that the peace prevails and endures. I have no doubt that it will. We have another situation like that right now in the Middle East.
That's another one we're very proud of.
Gaza, you might have read a little bit about Gaza.
We have a lot of people watching.
And that's another one we're very proud of. But we have a lot of people watching that. A lot of people. I think this is a much different kind of thing.
Treaty, we also
two countries are getting along really well. Today, alongside this peace treaty, we also are signing a major trade deal and a very important critical minerals agreement with Thailand. The United States will have a robust commerce and cooperation. Transactions, lots of them, with both nations as long as they live in peace. And I really feel that when we make deals, we see two countries that we do a lot of business with. We do a lot of business with both of them. We have to use that business to make sure they don't get into
as you know, this
wars.
Is one of 8 wars that my
but this is going to be a very long peace.
8 months.
So as you know, this is one of 8 wars that my administration has ended in just 8 months. We're averaging one a month. There's only one left. Although I heard that Pakistan and Afghanistan have started up, but I'll get that solved very quickly. I know them both, and the Field Marshal and the Prime Minister are great people, and I have no doubt we're going to get that done quickly.
And I just feel it's something I can do.
That one started up a few days ago. And I just feel it's something I can do. I do it nicely. I don't need to do it, I guess, but if I can take time and save millions of lives, that's really a great thing. I can't think of anything better to do. But the 8 wars that my administration has ended in just 8 months, there's never been anything like that. Never. There never will be either. I can't think of any president that ever solved one war. I don't think anybody. They start wars, they don't solve them.
On behalf of the United States,
so nothing like this has been done in history, and it's an honor to be involved. On behalf of the United States, I'm proud to help settle this conflict and really develop good friendships, including people that work with each team. Look at these very distinguished people.
But look,
except for my people, my people are much less distinguished. But they're very good.
People, and I've got to know. I want to thank
my people understand the joke. But look at these very distinguished people, and I've gotten to know them. I want to thank Marco Rubio for being here. Who's
Secretary of State Jameson.
You always help. He's born for this. He really was. He was born for this job. Secretary of State Jameson. Thank you very much for all you did on helping too. He's the foremost expert on trade, and we're going to be doing another couple of stops where we'll be talking about no war, just pure trade. We'll be talking to President Xi in a day. We'll be stopping at Japan. We'll be stopping at South Korea. Then we'll be doing some other things, but they're more related to trade. But on behalf of the United States, I'm proud to help settle this conflict and forge a future for the region where proud independent nations can prosper and thrive, safety, security, and peace.
A year and a half ago,
it's an amazing thing that's happened to the United States because a year and a half ago, we were a dead country. We were actually a dead country, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And when I called you, in the process of becoming actually quite a while right now, but we were sort of on our way. And we had won the election big in a massive amount. And so I was respected when I called you, and it was a little bit easier. I think it's easier when you respect somebody than if you don't respect somebody. If you don't respect somebody, it never happens. But wars that I got involved in, and I love doing it. I love it's like I shouldn't say it's a hobby because it's so much more serious than a hobby, but it's something that I'm good at, and it's something I love to do. The United Nations should be doing this, but they don't do it. They don't do it. They turned off my teleprompter when I made a speech. I had to make a speech without a teleprompter. They're good at that. The escalator wasn't working too well. It came to a complete halt. But, I mean, the United Nations has such great potential. I wish they could do it. They didn't get involved with us at all. We just did the deal and
But now I'd like to ask
and everybody was sort of amazed that we got it done so quickly and so nicely.
We'll hear from Prime Minister.
But now I'd like to ask Prime Minister Anwar to say a few words, and then we'll hear from Prime Minister Hun Manet and Prime Minister Newton. And these are, I just have to say for a last time, these are incredible men. The way they came together, the way they worked so hard, and we worked long hours. It was not long days because the days were few in number, but the hours were very long and very intense. There was a lot of intensity going on because there was a lot of shooting happening while we were talking. That brings it to a new level. And
an incredible job for humanity.
the three men sitting there should really be credited with having done just an incredible job for humanity. Thank you all very much. It's an honor to have worked with you. Appreciate it. Please.
Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for giving us this honor. And
thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for giving us this honor. And on behalf of, course, Malaysia and our colleagues in ASEAN, I must thank you for your concern, for your empathy, and for your commitment to support this peace deal. When I first received your call, and then urging me to do more in supporting our initiative, and you personally did call both Prime Ministers to urge for a speedy peace settlement. I would say a great thank you. And we, of course, admire your courage, because the world needs leaders who promote peace strongly. And
as you did today.
And to achieve that, you have to break rules, as you did today. When President arrived, he asked me to join him in the car. I said that's against the security and protocol rules. And he was delighted to break the rules, and
we share a lot of things in common. I was in prison.
It was a nice ride. And we share a lot of things in common. But I was in prison, but he almost got there.
On a number of issues, of course, priorities.
But
thank you.
very good exchanges
You did a great job.
on a number of issues. Of course, priorities, of course, the peace deal. Thank you, both Prime Ministers. You did a great job. We are delighted to have you as colleagues, as true friends. And you understand the need to secure peace, to save our people. And also the ASEAN position as a region of peace and prosperity.
Full opportunity.
And I must also share with you here that I took the opportunity, full opportunity, without Secretary Rubio knowing this, exploring other issues too, and thank the President for his effort to secure peace in many parts of the world, including Gaza, and urging him to remain focused and ensure that there's a comprehensive peace that the world requires. And I am delighted, truly, President, to hear from you personally how determined you are to ensure that peace is achieved in the most intractable areas, almost impossible, but you did it, and we have shown our support and call on the United States in particular to continue this with the support of many, not only neighbors, but the part of the world. I must also take this opportunity to thank Secretary Rubio,
You didn't say that, but I must say that because
and Ambassador Kagan, because they were very helpful. I mean, you didn't say that, but I must say that because they were extremely helpful in ensuring that you come here. I mean, I wasn't sure when you said to me, yes, Prime Minister, no, I'm coming. Well, I'm not sure because, you know, I deal with a lot of politicians. But you are an exception. Thank you, Mr. Donald Trump. Thank you very much again.
President Donald Trump, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister
President Donald Trump, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister
Today mark a historic moment, profound significance.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
A day that reaffirms
Today mark a historic moment, profound significance for Cambodia and Thailand. A day that reaffirms our shared conviction that peace is always possible.
On behalf of the
When nations have the courage and wisdom to pursue it together. On behalf of the Cambodian peoples, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to President Donald J. Trump for his decisive leadership and steadfast commitment to supporting the lasting peace between Cambodia and Thailand, and for his tireless efforts to make it a reality. I also wish to convey my sincere appreciations to Prime Minister Anwar for his unwavering support and facilitation throughout his peace process until successful conclusions. I further extend my appreciations to my ASEAN colleagues China and other partners who have been supporting the ceasefire from the beginning. The principle that underpin this joint declaration are those that Cambodia holds dear. That no matter how difficult or complex our dispute may be, they must always be resolved through peaceful means in full conformity with existing treaties and international law. Cambodia reaffirms a strong commitment to fully and faithfully implementing this joint declaration and to continuing to work closely with Thailand and all our partners to ensure that this peace endures and brings tangible benefit to our people. We look forward to continued support and contribution of international communities and partners to fruitful realizations of the joint declarations. As we speak, I think our two commanders are discussing on the possibility of start of withdrawal, partial withdrawal of the first phase of our heavy weapons as an indication of our willingness to show
at the same time, I hope
the execution of the joint declarations. At the same time, I strongly hope for the prompt release of our 18 soldiers on humanitarian grounds and as agreed in the
resolute effort to promote peace.
Finally, recognizing your unwavering dedication,
but also among other nations,
and resolute effort to promote peace, and not only between Cambodia and Thailand, but also among other nations. And reflecting the gratitude of the Cambodian peoples, I have nominated President Donald J. Trump
I can say,
for
peace
the
save
Nobel
life,
Peace Prize.
and this is the wish of our Cambodian people.
I can say, peace save life, and this is the wish of our Cambodian people as appreciations for the President. So thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
President Trump, Prime Minister Anwar, Prime Minister
President Trump,
Excellencies,
Prime Minister Anwar, Prime Minister Hun Manet,
today
Excellencies,
marks a new chapter for Thailand,
distinguished
and
colleagues,
Cambodia.
today
we
marks
take
a new
concrete
chapter
step
for
towards
Thailand
peace.
and Cambodia. Today
like to
we
thank
take a
Prime
concrete
Minister
step
Anwar Ibrahim
towards
for
peace.
the leadership as ASEAN
I would like to
chair
thank
and your strong
Prime Minister
efforts
Anwar
in
Ibrahim
upholding
for the
ASEAN
leadership as ASEAN chair
and
your
I
strong
also
efforts
wish to
in
express
upholding
my
ASEAN
sincere
unity.
appreciation to
And
President
I also
Donald
wish
J.
to
Trump
express my sincere
for your
appreciation
personal dedication to
to
peace
President
between
Donald J.
our two
Trump
countries.
for your personal dedication
In
to
addition,
peace
I thank
between
so
our two
much
countries.
for
And in addition, I
kind words
thanks
of
so much
condolences that
for
the President has given
the kind
to our
words
country
of condolences
on the great loss of
that the
our
President
beloved Queen Mother.
has given to our
means a lot
country
to Thai people.
on the great loss of our beloved
We have come
Queen
a long
Mother.
way since agreeing
means a lot
to
to
the
Thai people.
ceasefire here in Malaysia on
We have
28th
come a long
July.
way since agreeing
Discussions
to the
since
ceasefire
then
here
have
in
led to
Malaysia
this
on
important outcome,
28th of July.
which is the
The
signing
discussions
of
since
our
then
joint declaration
have led
today.
to this important outcome,
And I have to thank Prime
which is
Minister
the
Hun
signing
Manet for
of
his
our joint
cooperation and
declaration
support
today.
that led us
And I have to
this
thank
moment.
Prime Minister Hun Manet for
Thailand
his
stands for
cooperation
peace.
and support
This
that led
declaration
us to this
reflects
moment.
Our will to resolve
Thailand stands for
differences
peace.
peacefully.
This
in full
declaration
respect of
reflects
sovereignty
our will
and
to
territorial
resolve
integrity.
differences peacefully
This
in full respect
declaration
of sovereignty
is fully
and
implemented,
territorial
will
integrity.
provide the building blocks
This declaration
for lasting peace.
is fully implemented,
But more importantly,
will provide
it will
the
begin
building
the process
blocks
of
for a
mending
lasting
our ties.
peace.
Our
But more
border
importantly,
communities have
it will
been
begin the
divided.
process of mending our ties. Our border communities have been divided by conflict,
This
and
declaration
innocent
places
civilians
a firm
have suffered
responsibility
immense losses.
Our two parties
This
to act.
declaration places a firm
I believe we
responsibility
can achieve what seemed
our
beyond
two parties to act.
reach a few months ago.
I believe
To
we
this
can
end,
achieve
I
what
welcome
seemed
the
beyond
agreement that following the signing of
reach
this joint
a few months
declaration
ago.
today,
To this
both
end,
sides
I
will
welcome
begin
the agreement
implementing
that
all
following the
agreed
signing of
points.
this joint
In
declaration
particular,
today,
promptly
both sides will
removing
begin
heavy weapons
implementing
from the
all the
border
agreed
areas
points,
to
in
ensure
particular,
the safety of
promptly
our people,
removing heavy
build
weapons
confidence
from
and
the border
trust.
areas to
And
ensure
Thailand will
the safety
also
of
begin
our people,
the process
to
of
build
releasing
confidence and
the
trust.
18 detained
And
Cambodian
Thailand will
soldiers.
also begin
We
the
have a
process of
responsibility to
releasing
act
the
in
18
earnest and in
detained
good
Cambodian
faith,
soldiers.
and that will restore
We have a
livelihoods
responsibility
and
to
protect
act
the
in
well-being
earnest and
of
in
our
good faith,
communities
and
along
that
our
will
shared
restore
border.
livelihoods and protect
To
the
achieve real
well-being
change on the
of our
ground,
communities
what we
along
agree
our
on
shared
here
border.
must be implemented.
To achieve
Only
real
then
change on the
can we
ground,
truly turn
what we
to a
agree
new
on
age.
here must be implemented.
Only
Only then
can we
can we
assure
truly turn
that
to a
our
new
people's
page.
security and safety.
Only then can we
Only then
assure
can we
that
achieve real
our
peace.
people's security
This
and
is
safety.
what our people expect of us.
Only then
This is what
can we
they
achieve
deserve.
real peace.
Peace
This
with
is what
dignity.
our people expect
Going
of us,
forward,
and this is what they
I
deserve.
call on
Peace
our
with
friends
dignity.
to continue
Going
supporting
forward,
this process so that
I
the
call
joint
on
declaration
our
is implemented
friends
fully
to
and
continue
in good faith.
supporting this process
Rebuilding
so that the
stability,
joint declaration
trust, and
is
renewed
implemented
cooperation
fully and in
between
good faith.
Thailand
rebuilding stability, trust, and renew cooperation between Thailand and Cambodia and across our region. I am also pleased that today we announced the joint statement on the framework for a U.S.-Thailand agreement on reciprocal trade, which I hope will facilitate our negotiations on tariffs for conclusion by end of this year. We will also sign the MOU between our governments on cooperation on critical minerals, which will further promote resilient and sustainable supply chains for years to come. Thank you once again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
We have additional agreements, Mr. President.
Yes.
We have the Cambodian trade deal, and we have the critical minerals agreement to sign.
More agreements. I thought we could forget about this deal. They make a very good deal.
This is the Cambodian trade deal, Mr. President.
And this is a great deal for both countries. This is really right.
And this is the Thai critical minerals.
Okay. Critical